everybody! Welcome to this game.
Hi.
Hi.
It's me, your friendly neighborhood not a Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen our pal Joey here in a while.
Hi, everybody.
We're playing this game called Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom.
It's got a pretty negative reception for a lot of people who wanted to play a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game because all they wanted, like, here's the deal with a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans. I'm gonna shoot some shit right now, right? I think that they sound more like fucking NBA 2K fans every day. What do you want? I want another Yu-Gi-Oh! Game with a new pack that just got released. So a whole game that's the same as the previous one, just with a singular new pack release, basically. Yeah! Why? Because it changes the meta. How heavily? Not enough for it to matter!
Ugh.
You know what's really good? Diversifying your fucking IP.
Remember, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was originally about games in general, not just the cards.
Yeah, but like, also keep in mind, Pokemon was like Digimon is a good example actually, was literally just about Tamagotchis. and look at how far they've come.
Anyways, I think we didn't give enough context. This isn't a card game we're playing.
Yeah, no, this is not a card game. This is it's a experimental RPG.
Alright, well, we'll explain a little bit more when we get into, but we're starting to. We have actually can play with different storylines here. We're gonna start with Yuki's storyline.
We're gonna start with the purple boy.
Oh yeah, the main character, except Kaiba's way better.
Are you fucking kidding? They're both cheating assholes.
Oh, fair enough. Now here we get.
The best character is Joey.
Oh, Joey's always the best. Although, I could debate that he's cheating with that luck, I tell you. No.
Oh my
Anyways, who's doing voices?
Well, since I share his namesake, I'll do the really offensive Brooklyn accent.
Alright. Wait for you. Gotta get your voice warm up.
Well, this must be the lab mentioned in that letter you got.
Oh god.
He's a child. Do a deep voice.
Sick Domino Labs. Yeah, this looks like the place.
And then his yummy version is the high-pitched one. I'm just gonna make him Solid Snake, fuck it. Nobody cares about Tristan anyways, let's give him something. It's pretty far from the city. There's nothing else here.
Oh, do I aim for the really annoying abridged version voice with her?
No, make your own baby.
Make your own? Oh, I can't even remember what she sounds like normally, because the abridged version just comes into my brain.
Oh, I mean, what kills me is all she's there for is a foil to Mai.
So basically we could just be like, doesn't the building look futuristic? Sick is a famous overseas game company, isn't it?
There you go. She's a robot. I like it.
Okay, but we do have to make him British. That's just...
I was just about to do it. It's a new game company that just started here in Japan, but it's already becoming a major player. Although it is relatively new, it's gotten pretty big by releasing a bunch of innovative games. They've been using 3D images and virtual reality research to create some amazingly lifelike environment. Sounds like a lot of what Kaba does.
According to this invitation, they're doing exactly the same kind of work as Kaiba Corporation. This would be good for Yami, but I'm not doing it.
No, as I said, we're making Yami a fucking, like, deep-ass, brusky accent. It's what the world needs, okay? On this Christmas Eve.
SIC, or SICK, because this is totally a good guy company, has incorporated cutting-edge technologies to develop next-generation virtual reality technology. Sick
So
hopes to
let's
work in
start
the
off.
field of games to perfect this technology using the widely popular dual monsters. Sick plans to further develop the technology through gameplay. By the way, when
Why is he giving a bio for the company to his friends?
Yeah, they should already know this.
Like, he's just like, just
Okay.
in case you didn't know.
To be fair, Joey and Tristan are a little slow.
Joey gets a little smarter later on.
Later on, but this is...
Tristan isn't dumb. Tristan is not dumb. He just doesn't exist.
Oh, fair
They're
enough.
different.
Their technological goals may be scientific, but if they're using dual monsters, I want to get a look at it. Me too. This is so exciting. But why did they send invitations to us?
Beep boop.
I think they sent invitations to everyone that ranked well at the Duelist Kingdom Battle City tournament. So this takes place right after the Battle City.
Yeah, which is big. Battle City tournament was a big deal. That was when the Egyptian gods happened.
Yeah. In order to test the new Duel Simulator Kingdom, Sick is sponsoring a test trial, and respectfully ask for your assistance in helping us make Kingdom the best game it can be. It also says to bring friends if you want. Naturally, I thought of you guys right away. And Bakura, because he just showed up.
Just so we're clear, I'm here because I did so well in the tournaments.
Yeah, he totally got an invite, guys.
Oh, Joey did do really fucking well.
Yeah, he was one of the top 4 finalists, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was actually. He lost to Kaiba.
No, he lost to Merrick.
No, he lost to Merrick. I thought Kaiba lost to Merrick.
No, Joey lost to Merrick and and Kaiba lost to Yugi, which means,
Oh,
and it was one of those split moments, which means Kaiba ranked the same as Joey in the tournament.
oh my god! I'll be real. In terms of duelists, I think Joey is about as good as Kaiba.
That's true.
And like Yami Yugi and Yugi, like Kaiba and Joey are third. Yami Yugi's second. Regular Yugi's first by the end of their anime.
Yeah, regular Yugi doesn't cheat like Yami does.
No, they all fucking cheat. I'm not trying to say they don't cheat. The entire duelist game in this anime is cheating. Are you kidding me? The only game that nobody cheats in is that Dungeon Dice Monsters thing, which I wish would have taken off because that was kind of cool.
It was cool. Maybe we could play the game on here sometime. Anyways.
That's really fun. Oh yeah. Then where's your invitation? They must have sent it to the wrong address. Yeah, sure. At least we know that Yugi is here as a finalist. That's it. Come on, Tristan. I'll take you on right here, right now.
Stop it, both of you. This is no time to fight. Look, there's someone from the lab waiting for us. Let's get going.
Beep boop. You must be Yugi Moto. We've been waiting for you.
Uh-huh, that's me, and these are my friends. God,
You really gotta practice your deep voices.
I do need to practice them.
Wonderful. Let's all go inside, shall we?
Honestly, with voice acting, consistency is my problem.
It's a muscle. You just gotta stretch it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Yugi, didn't we see this guy at Kaiba Corporation once?
I think so. But all of the people of Kyber Corporation get off the same kind of weird vibe.
If you're having trouble doing the voice, you can sit up straight to help the air come out proper.
Sorry, what was that?
If you're having trouble hitting some of those notes, sitting up straight helps the air come out a little better.
Sit up straight? Alright, I was leaning a little bit.
Yeah, that might help a little bit. That makes sure the air flows proper. You are correct. I did work for Kaiba Corporation. Jeez, he had us. We're almost at the main lab.
What in the world is this? Oh.
It's okay. Ad-libbing. This is Six latest this is Six latest corporation. Codename Kingdom. This is just a prototype. We're only using the dual disc for packaging reasons. I would love a remaster of this game, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Since this is Duelist of the Roses based, if you didn't know, this is based on another Yugi game. They took a lot of the models from that. I would love this package with Duelist of the Roses in an HD remake.
Oh, yeah.
It's all original, sick hardware on the inside. Is this what you use to recreate the world of Duel Monsters? Yes, our tests of Kingdom have been very successful so far. We've constructed an entire fantasy world based on Duel Monsters. We'd like you to help us test the simulator by simply playing the game as you normally would. That is... okay. Sus. I'm sus of black. The simulator supports multiple players, so you will all be able to play at the same time.
Virtual reality MMO here.
Yo, this is Sword Art Online in like the early 2000s.
Oh yeah. Dude, do you think Sword Art Online was even remotely original?
There was aspects of it that were. Namely, the lack of magic was a big deal.
I suppose. It's all science.
Yeah, no, but the death game aspect of it? Fuck no. No. In multiplayer mode, everyone joins different game characters. It sounds like a network game or something. I'm making him Australian on accident.
You know what? Australia is just bootleg British, so you might as well go with it.
Technically, it's a British colony based on, like, prisoners that overtook it from indigenous peoples.
I know. Bootleg British. No, like I said.
These new games are so awesome. Kingdom is a fantasy world. The card monsters there are alive. That's not true, it's fantasy. You will all join the resistance and fight against the Empire, which is suppressing the general population. Of course, you'll all participate in the game as different characters. The game is currently set for a few hours and we'll be recording your play data from here. Cool! Well, what are we waiting for? Let's play!
Yeah! This is so exciting. I wonder what it'll be like. Okay.
High pitch. High pitch.
Yugi, does this seem like the level to you?
Oh my god.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh.
This whole simulator seems suspicious. You're probably just overreacting. Ah, it's about to start. After 300 years of ruling the Rendezvous contest, the Cyberpartist Empire is faced with a crisis. I'm not even going to give the narrator a voice. Since the 12th Emperor, Heishin, ascended to the throne, isn't that the name of a spin-off or something? I don't know. Corruption and brutality have spread through the...
It's Heishin. Heishin.
There was a sheet for Jimmy Neutron's spin-off. I could swear it was named something like that.
I don't remember that.
It came out pretty recently, if I remember. Which is
what?
a weird poll. Anyways. The people suffer oppression, but their complaints have fallen on deaf. It was a horrible failure. It was a terrible show. Heishin and a select group of his underlings have been living in the lap of luxury. Their lavish lifestyle is supported by heavy taxation, which has pushed most of the population to the brink. People on the fringes of the empire have responded with rebellion and revolt. This uprising has extended as far as the northern part of the empire on Baxi Island. What's the matter? I don't know, but I've got a really bad feeling about this.
My brain went immediately to the deep voice, and when you started doing the high voice, I almost cracked.
Oh, what's happening? Ooh-wah.
Sorry, you gotta sound like Kuwabara whenever people do that.
Gee.
You're messy.
Yugi. Happen. Lord Yugi. Lord Yugi, please wake up, please.
Are you gonna be
I don't know. Ah! Oh my head! By the way, regular Yugi is out of the story now. He doesn't show up again. It's weird.
I know, that's why I told you to pick the high pitch voice, because it's probably gonna be easier for you than the low pitch voice.
Actually, I think this one's harder.
You can lower it just a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
You seem to be coming out of it.
Where am I?
Huh? You're in the port city of Makad, on the western edge of Daxi Island. You lost consciousness suddenly. I'm making him overpronunciate. You just passed out right in the middle of our meeting. Don't you remember?
By the way, I'm pretty sure this character has showed up in other Yu-Gi-Oh games.
Yes, he has. The major one was the one on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
The PS1. The one where you played Arrow.
Weird character, to be fair. One that just kind of consistently existed in Yu-Gi-Oh, but like only...
I mean, after the Duelist Kingdom happened, it was kind of like an upsurge. The Duelist Kingdom was like an upsurge of Yu-Gi-Oh video games.
Yeah.
And so he's just a portion of that whole thing.
Remember what?
You appear to be suffering from memory loss. Let me explain everything as quickly as I can. Your name is Yugi. You're the leader of the resistance here in Makad. We were planning our next attack when you passed out.
So good they managed to program in his name here. Like, do you know how hard that is?
Yeah. No, you can't program in a backstory for a character that easily.
Yeah.
Or
well, no, you can do the backstory. You just can't put the name like into the vocals. That's hard.
Or like the backstory with the vocals is even harder. Is what I'm saying.
That's true.
I already said the out. We've tricked the Imperial forces into splitting up, and Itos, the ruler of these lands, is left with a few guards. It was the perfect chance for us to break the Emperor's repressive hold, and we're just about ready to attack. Is any of this coming back to you? Anything at all?
No! None of it! I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. But it sounds like I'm expected to take command of the Resistance.
That is correct, Lord Yugi. You are, after all, Supreme Commander of the Resistance. Oh my god, he's Supreme Commander of the Resistance.
Oh, of course Yugi is.
Without you, we don't even have enough marshals. You must lead on the front line.
Like, could you imagine if Tristan landed on the Supreme Leader role?
All I know is that they don't know what a fucking marshal is if they're like, you're on the front lines.
Marshal?
Oh dear, have you forgotten everything?
To be fair, you're not on the front lines. The monsters are.
I mean, you technically all the monsters are your weapons.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Marshals are a type of general and are central to a battle.
Okay, they don't know what general is if there are multiples of them.
I mean, marshals and generals are two completely different things.
I know.
Marshals can control monsters and engage in battle by pitting their monsters against those of the enemy. Each monster has incredible power equal to that of several thousand human soldiers. Holy shit!
Yeah, what's the point of even having human soldiers at that point?
Yeah, no, we have foot soldiers. We have a Hulk. This is why the marshals hold the key to victory in any battle. However, the number of men with this power over monsters is small. Including you, the Resistance has but 3. You will hear about me and no one else in the Resistance, though.
Oh, yeah.
So you're telling me that I have this special martial ability?
You have it in spades, sir. Although I'm afraid that your powers might be weaker in your current state. You will just have to get it back slowly in battle. In the beginning, I will assist your recovery, Lord Yugi.
I see you're injured. You need to recover. Let's throw you into the middle of battle. That'll work.
Yeah, usually. Remember that Imperial units usually have a marshal assigned to them as well. You will need to get your battle instincts back if you're going to defeat the Imperial marshals. For the time being, we need to finish planning our strategy and organize our units. Come this way.
Well, this is a fine mess we're in.
I know. It doesn't feel like we have any control over the game. Oh, sorry. He's got 1 or 2 more lines.
I think it's safe to assume...
I know.
I think it's safe to assume that we're trapped in this fantasy game world. They must have been planning on using us as the lab rats from the beginning.
That's the wrong one. Oh, wait. No, it's not. Okay.
My brain the rest of our friends are here, too.
This is fucking with my brain so hard.
It's likely they're probably all just as confused by whatever character roles they've been thrown into as well.
We've got to find a way out of here.
This is good practice for you, too.
Oh, I know.
I don't know how much of what the sick techies told us was true, but they did say that this was a game. Then it's got to have an ending, right? Maybe if we play the game and clear all the levels,
it'll lead to a way out. That makes sense. With help from the rest of our friends, we're sure to find a way home.
That seems to be our best bet for now.
Please look carefully at the map of Rondavel. This is Makad, where we are right now. And this is the target of our next battle. We're going to liberate the rest of Vaxi Island. In order to do that, we've got to take control of Sugut, the provincial capital to the east.
I see.
Sugut is a large castle in the northern section. It's well defended and houses a large fighting force. We won't stand a chance if we attack head on. First, we've got to get them to divide up their forces. We should be able to lure some units away from the capital by liberating nearby land, places like Itos, Makad. We've already managed to thin out the defenses of Makad. Let's attack and force them, take our first victory.
Okay, what should I do?
You will direct your marshals on the field of battle and attack the enemy main base, Lord Yugioh. I'm certainly not as strong as you, but I will command a team of monsters and assist you. Just remember that none of your other marshals, they didn't use the right word, are nearly as powerful as you are. We depend heavily on you.
What makes a marshal, like, does somebody just walk up to a monster and say, hey, you work for me, and then the monsters do it? And that's how they find out they're marshals?
I assume a monster, like, has sex with a person, and they're like, now you're my marshal.
Oh, I see.
It's kind of like being knighted. Don't deal with swords. Your success on the battlefield is the key to the success of the resistance. There are many other details to plan. Let's start with organizing our units for the difficult battle ahead. We only have 9 monsters to start with.
I know, we can't really change much.
But I do know, so it doesn't have any listing of where the monsters are hiding specifically, but I know where some of them are off the top of my head.
I know where a lot of them are too.
What do you mean by organizing?
As you may remember, I mentioned a little while ago that the enemy army has its own marshals. Only a marshal commanding his own monsters stand a chance against an enemy marshal. No matter how weak a marshal may be, he can command up to 3 monsters. We're fighting an enormous empire. The number and power of its monster units are just as frighteningly immense. We must organize our own monsters into units so that we can combat the enemy. Luckily for us, we have several monsters that are willing to fight for our cause. The first thing you need to do is organize the monsters into groups and then assign them to your marshals. Each group of monsters is called a team. Please try to remember that, Lord Yugioh.
You can call them a unit. God damn. Get your military sets right.
I mean, marshals aren't even supposed to lead things on the field anyways, as a crew. They've already thrown the book out. Let's start assembling our team, shall we? After the teams are assembled, it's time to send them to battle. When you are ready, please let me know. Also, pay special attention to the center monster on each team. That is actually really important.
It is.
This monster is the team leader, and the team's movement speed is determined by the speed of its leader. Also, the size of the monster is a big deal.
Yeah, it's not really shown on the stat screens, but some monsters are way bigger than others.
Honestly, if I was going to call one of the best on-field monsters, it would probably be like, there are a few that I could list off the top of my head, and I'm sure Jesse would have the same ones.
I understand. I'll start by assembling my team.
Alright. So
now, this kind of tells me that they only give you 9 monsters to start with, only enough to field your marshals, basically.
Yeah.
This would have been a really good opportunity for them to give us 3 extras to figure out if we want to use.
Also, this chick right here, she gets 1 line in the game, and it's only if you fail a
Say that one more time?
What's that?
Say that one more time?
this chick right here, she gets one line in the game, and that's only if you fail a certain mission.
Yeah, they kind of did that to her in every game she's been in, I think.
Yeah, I think she's a repeat character too, similar to this one.
Oh yeah, because as I said, this is all reskin from Duelist of the Roses.
Oh yeah. Anyways, so this is everybody's team. You can look at them; they're fancy.
The teams are all relatively solid for who they have. There's only one unit out of all of these teams that I would say we keep for the long run at some point, and that is Karibo.
I don't know. I know what you're talking about, and the benefits to keep
Piercing
Karibo
damage,
long
Jesse.
term is kind of eh.
Piercing damage, Jesse.
I know. Okay, well, we'll deal with that when it comes.
Yeah, guaranteed hitting everybody with very high amounts of stars and piercing damage.
Here's the thing. I would agree with you if we started with Kaiba first and did Yugi second, because then we could get to it right away. But having this dead weight for a very long time is really bad.
Oh, no. Like, it's easy to level it up later, is what I'm saying.
I guess. I think the only other thing is switching Celtic Soldier and failing it for the speed bonus.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, Celtic Guardian is... Celtic Soldier? What the fuck?
Celtic Guardian.
Celtic.
Celtic. God damn it. That's my reading bad habit where I read instead of think.
No, you're just Minnesotan.
Minnesotan.
It's okay.
Also, this is Fizdiz.
Oh, here's something that we should mention. If all of you notice in the upper left corner of your unit, there's a letter.
We got
Now
flying.
you notice how you walking.
And walking, and then there's also C units. But
There's swimming.
yeah.
Those
This is
dictate
swimming.
what types of things can hit you.
We'll talk about that later, but
Yeah,
exact
but like the
fire
C one I can bring up now, which is basically you move faster in water too with them.
Yeah, but let's just get into it. Let's not confuse it. We've been talking along. We haven't actually played the game yet.
It's an RPG. It's fucking don't talk too much.
Oh, yeah.
We're about to talk more, I bet you.
Oh, totally.
The Resistance is about to engage in its first battle. Let us take the victory this day. As you can see, there are 4 villages, including the enemy main base at Makad and the base at Jakad. Thanks to our earlier planning, the main enemy force is much smaller than it once was and is not massed nearby. The ruler Atos has no idea that we're ready to attack. Let's take this chance to secure our position in the area. You already know where the monster in this area is, right, Justin?
Oh yeah.
Okay. First, send someone to free the village of Ruthum, and it's not very far from Jakad. The village is filled with supporters of the Resistance. It will be a good foothold for where we can attack. As we free the nearby villages from oppressive Imperial rule, they will offer us items and money. We need both these things to help build up our force, so we should try to free as many places as possible. In fact,
Invade everywhere is basically it. Don't just gun it for the ending.
yeah, no, and like you'll get other things possibly other than just money and items.
Oh yeah.
Too. Currently, all of our teams are holding positions in Jakad. Let's select teams to send into battle from Jakad and send them to the village of Ruthum. To send the team into battle, position the cursor over the town the team is in, and press the A button. What is this A button you speak of? Then select the command for the team to carry out.
This is a video game. Of course you would know what the A... It's a video game in universe. So...
Yeah, it's a video game in a video game. About a card game.
Yeah. Ugh.
Finally, we move the cursor to the location you want the team to go and press the A button. This dispatches the team.
Okay, it's time to do... It's
Jesse.
time to go to battle! Sorry, I forgot for a second.
Man, it fucks with you.
Okay, so you send a guy, send him out. Pick a guy. As you can see, your units move on the field. This is a real-time strategy game. But I'm going to send Yugi straight there for a particular reason. That's because...
This is a good start point for real RTSs for people who want to get into them.
Yeah, because the actual combat is not an RTS, but we'll get into that.
No, it's turn-based RPG, but like you can lose without getting into a fight.
Yeah.
Like an RTS.
Oh, this one small problem. We're emulating this game, I'll admit it. Anyways, inside this forest, there's this wolfy fella here.
Silverfang!
Yeah, he's a classic.
Yeah, let's not voice
skip.
fucking everything. Let's
Yeah.
just talk about some shit. So, I was thinking that we give Silverfang to Mr. Talks to Yugi a lot, because that one skeleton on, like, his side, his left, kind of sucks. Like, really bad. And there's nothing redeeming about it. And I think he needs a little more power on his team.
But, before we talk about that, let's talk about what the actual combat is like. And holy smokes, the screen is folding on itself a little bit.
Right.
But, it's a turn-based, fighting game.
You notice the stars underneath the health bars, which you can see based on the numbers. That is the amount of moves you have, the amount of attacks that you can make. Guarding counts as a move, attacking counts as a move. Specials usually take 2 stars. Waiting costs no stars, which is good to note if you have an enemy that guards their last turn. You can just wait that out and then attack. But,
You also got a score, and this is very important when recruiting monsters because you want to end up with a higher score than them.
yeah, because you might not be able to kill them.
And it's weird, but whenever I'm fighting a strong enemy like this, I always wait out their turns and then just unload on them.
Well, yeah, no, like, you keep the... You also, like... If you unload on them in one turn, like, you get more points.
Exactly.
Because it's basically... it's got a hidden combo system in this. Did you know that?
Yep.
Yeah, so basically, the combo system kicks in and gives you more points than you would get otherwise. The only problem is you have Karibo on your team early. And he's pretty easy to kill if Silverfang actually had focused on him.
Well, if he was, I would have guarded or something. I've changed up my strategy a little bit. But, to recruit monsters, you don't have to... Oh my god, the screen is folding in on itself. Sorry if that's bugging you guys. It's emulator causing problems. But,
Damn it, Dolphin!
Dolphin! But, what was I gonna say? To recruit monsters, you don't have to kill them. You just have to beat them, which means getting a higher score than them.
Yeah, well, there are 2 ways to beat enemies, basically, I think is what this is getting at. You can kill them, or you can beat them and score. And if a monster dies on a martial team, let's say, because, like, this is one monster, right? Most martial teams, almost all martial teams, have 3 monsters. If you kill a monster, or if they kill a monster, you get a fuck ton of score.
Yeah. Score is just
Like,
basically how well
show
you're
off that
doing in the
score.
fight. But yeah.
But
Hopefully...
yeah, no, basically, it just dictates how well you're doing in the fight. Silverfang is a pretty good early monster.
Oh, well, we also freed to place.
We've successfully freed Rutham. We now have 2 footholds in the area. We're better take area.
Yo, he's covering his mouth. Maybe he could do a Kenny voice. Just kind of...
Probably reach the main base of Makad. I've just gotten word from spies that there's troop movement at Makad. They will be heading here shortly. So, this is a major thing. Building defenses.
I'm not going to do that yet. That's a waste of money on this stage.
Oh,
but...
yeah, no. Choosing to free another village, but, like, we can explain it now.
Yeah.
What I usually like to do is if there's an exceptionally strong monster, and, like, let's say I'm in my... Because you get new game plus type system in this where, like, the monsters level up and shit.
Yeah.
That's when I choose to build catapults. Because you can build catapults to defend yourself. Usually what you should always do is barricades. Or fortification.
Yeah.
Just cause. It's always safe to fortify. Because it just gives you more defense.
It's also a pretty cheap defense, too, so...
It's super cheap. And it gives you defense.
But...
It gives you home field
Let's
advantage.
go into the more finesse on the buildings later. Don't want to overwhelm them with all this information that we're not going to use right away.
I mean, the fortification we will be using.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I think the point is here. Is I'm not talking about the other stuff yet, because those we'll go over later. But right now, the defenses, those are the defenses.
Well, I will say in the next map, I think we're going to go over some of the buildings more specifically.
Like, but basically this is saying you can choose to defend the keep you have with purchases.
Yep.
Or you can choose to go to another one if you haven't already liberated it. You know, because sometimes you're just like, well, forethought, I'm just gonna toss a unit there anyways. I mean, he's basically spelling it out here. It's easier to meet them in a village than an open field, and
even without the fortifications, you do get a massive defense boost while just being in a base or castle. And an attack boost if you're like in a castle.
Oh, it depends, but I'll talk about why later.
Yeah. Hold on. Could make you sit still
like
for a second.
He does not prep people for high level play of this game.
I know. Like, this is a 1-star build.
Did they ever go over the cooperation ratings?
Cooperation gives you how much money and how cheap the buildings are.
Yeah, because I don't think they ever go over that.
Nope. They don't go over the stars either. That's how much stat boost you get from the particular place.
And those are really important. Even though, like,
I would say they're super important, but I would say they're nice to know. Because I went through this game first without realizing it.
The amount of money you get dictates how fast you can beat the level, or based on, like, if you want to get a lot of money or if you don't need the money, you can skip over it.
Yeah. But I will say it's best to just liberate everything anyways.
Hey, yo! You know who's coming to meet you? The original most powerful monster in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that the originally most powerful monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the Hitatsumi Giant at 1200 attack?
I know. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Well, it was old.
I know.
But, like, I remember, like, when the card game first started, and I was obsessed with the Swamp and Lava Battle Guards.
Oh, look at
because Joey had my name, and those were the cards that he used.
Anyways, so when I'm fighting multiple monsters, I usually target the one with the lowest HP first. Kill!
That's fine.
Because removing monsters from the field is usually better than just about any other strategy.
Are we at a point where Red Lobster would have medicine?
No.
Okay.
No enemy is going to have items for, like...
Okay, so that's a major thing we should point out here. Sometimes enemies will have healing items. Kill the healing enemy first.
Yes.
Kill the healer.
That's when I'll use my wait strategy to wait out their action points.
Well, I think, like, the obvious thing here is that's where RPG mentality comes in. If there's a healer on the enemy team, you kill the healer first so that the enemy team isn't a bigger pain in the ass than they need to be.
I guess I should point out that you can kind of see your opponent's stats, if they have any items or not. That's pretty important.
This game is shockingly deep.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you know, there's a lot of stuff on that stat screen that we could go over at a later point, too. And, like, people are going to be like, oh, well, why are their attacks raising when their level isn't raising? And that's something that's actually kind of cool, I think.
Oh, yeah. Let's just say it's very important who has what monster.
Exactly. It becomes a very personal engagement. Penguin Boy!
Penguin! I also love that every monster has their own unique attack. Like, there are, like, maybe 2 monsters that have similar attacks. It's kind of cool.
I mean, there are a lot of designs for attacks, but I'd say, actually, they don't have enough designs for the attacks.
That's true. There are some attacks that are just recolors of others.
There are a lot of attacks that are just the same attack. Like, you can see a majority of the magical attacks in the 3 Dark Magician archetypes. Like,
Joey, spoiler, the Dark Magician's in this game?
Oh gosh, no way. Really? Who would have known? Next you gotta tell me Blue Eyes White Dragons in this game.
Joey!
Fuck, yeah. I'm such a fucking spoiler.
God, whatever you do, Joey, do not tell him that you can get Red Eyes Black Dragon. I will...
Well, Jesse, I was gonna, and then you stole my thunder. But, you know, whatever.
So as you can see, I won without killing him. If you lose a fight, you'll get stunned for 5 seconds on the field. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, unless you are in a castle, then you are not stunned.
Yeah,
but they are also
get
not stunned. But they are also not stunned.
Honestly, I rarely fight enemies on the field. It's the darndest thing. It's so good to just wait for your enemy on the, Oh, well, he's guarding, so I'm attacking the giant. It's so much better to just wait for your enemy to come to you.
See, one of my tricks that I like to do is I like to keep one unit outside of my field to intercept.
That's
like
a pretty
right
good one
outside-
too. I do that
Yeah.
sometimes too, but
Yeah, just keep them right outside the castle and then pull them back in after they win once and switch up immediately. It's the easiest way to fuck with somebody if they're too powerful. Because, like, sometimes you'll get strong motherfuckers coming at you. Not often in this game. That's something that we need to preface here. You will not often have incredibly strong units coming at you. They will either be going away from you or chasing something else. Or standing in place.
yeah, or they'll just be guarding bases. But I will say, I don't always try to save my guys in that situation. Usually, I'll just send them out to die.
Yeah, unless you have to, or it's something that's integral. You know, you don't need to. You know, this isn't Fire Emblem. First off, if Yugi were to die here, we would lose. But if anybody else's units were to die, we would not lose, and they would come back after we win.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, they actually come back if you wait long enough on the field, but it takes a while, and hopefully we won't have to do that ever.
I guess I've never had to do that before. This game is relatively easy.
Oh
so.
yeah, this ain't a hard game.
Like this one took a note from Duelist of the Roses being so difficult, because Duelist of the Roses is hard.
Dude, Duelist of the Roses is hard for bullshit reasons in that they
It's hard in a
your
good
ability to make decent decks.
It's hard in a good way, but it's hard,
Oh.
man.
Yeah, well, I'll send Yugi to be murdered. As a matter of fact, I don't even need to guard this. You murdered.
Yeah, no, why are you just chilling there? They ain't coming for it. They only have 2 people.
Oh, this control is hard to do. It's hard to be precise with this controller on this map. Oh well. You guarding bitch!
Just wait for a while.
I know. I know.
And then, like, for 1 full turn. So,
I
rule
think
of
it's
thumb,
like 2 or 3 full turns. I remember you gotta wait a while before their guard is gone.
It's 2 turns.
Also, what a full turn is kind of vague, because you saw how Penguin Soldier got 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, no, usually I just wait until all my team has 3 weights on them. And then I attack.
Yep, that's pretty much what I do. Anyways, he's dead.
Penguin Boy killed him.
Penguin for the victory!
I
look
do
at this,
respect
my
the
most
fact that a lot of early Yugi monsters are on these teams, though.
Oh yeah.
Like Feral Imp, the other Imp, Penguin Soldier, Celtic Guardian, Karibo.
I mean, Penguin Soldier lasted quite a while in the game, too.
Beaver Warrior, a lot of Yugi monsters.
Oh
like,
yeah.
really early Yugi monsters.
Yugi is...
Yugi had some shit cards early on.
I mean, we have Silverfang already. Uh-huh.
Oh, Yugi, what do you got? Oh no! You cannot defeat them in its main base, a town or castle, simply by fighting better than them. You must force the enemy to flee
They'll
or
never
defeat all the
flee.
enemy's monsters in order to win. Yeah, no, that makes no sense.
That's a stupid attempt.
What I think the issue is here is, did you notice before I mentioned, like, on the map screen, they're like that, they didn't use the right word for that? They've been using they've got a fair little bit of English in this.
Yeah.
It is difficult to defeat an enemy in their stronghold unless you surround them and attack in waves. Not really, not unless you're really
No, you could just... You saw how that one guy was attacking me repeatedly. You can do
Just
that with
bully
your own
him.
guys.
Sometimes all you need is one. Just give your tank a cannon.
Oh, yeah. Also, this bit about leading you into a trap, that happens like twice in the game.
Yeah, no, it's the AI is not that smart. Okay, it's not. They're trying to scare you, and the game's just like, we're way more advanced than we think we are,
Oh,
and we're like, no, you're not.
you insolent runt. Just who do you think you
Who
are?
do you think you are?
Oh, yeah.
Guards! Where are my guards?
You're the only one left now. Prepare for the end.
Oh, my voice had
I think
just
the
calmed down
funniest
from
part
that,
of that is you have to breathe in for it.
too.
Wah! Traitors! How dare you revolt against the Empire? I'll take some of you with me before I'm done.
I mean, to be fair, if I lose with Yugi here, I lose altogether.
He's got a solid fucking monster.
Yeah.
Like, early monster, I should say. That Black Fire Dragon, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but those other two sucks, though. Who cares? One good monster does not make a good team.
One is just a fucking samurai.
Yeah.
It's just a dude. It's a guy.
I'd love to see that guy take down over 100,000 soldiers.
It's just Jesse.
What?
70,000. Or no, it wasn't even in the 5 digits. It was just 7,000. You're way overestimating these monsters.
Well, that's what they said earlier.
He said 7,000.
I don't remember. Several thousand. All right, fair enough. I'd still love to see this guy take down several thousand.
It is a fair amount of soldiers that I doubt any.
Oh, you son of a gun. 2.
Just wait for Karibo to do it.
I probably could have, but I'm impatient.
You should have. That would have. You wasted your one of your stronger attackers on him.
It's not like I'm gonna lose.
Are you in the lead or are you losing?
Lead.
Yeah. No, you should. You should check that after every significant move. Like crits give you more points as well, ladies and gents.
What it
like
is you get.
If the color of the damage turns red, you've hit a critical.
Also, misses give your opponent a lot of points too.
Yeah, misses give your opponents points, and they get a little bit. You get less if they're guarding.
I think it is you get points equal to exactly as much damage as you do. So.
I'm not entirely sure how true that is, because there have been points where I've attacked motherfuckers and I've gotten over 10,000 points for it, and I did not deal 10,000 points of damage.
Well, defeating enemies also gives you a lot more points. If you defeat an enemy that's way higher level than you, you'll get a shit ton of points.
Right. I think that the variable is a little different than just the amount of damage you did.
A little bit, but I think for a general rule, it's...
Alright, so 31. You got 131. Okay.
Yeah, well, 100 for just attacking. See, I just got 100 points at the attack.
Alright, now let's check this.
And then criticals, I think, give you, like, quadruple points.
Alright. For now, I will buy what you say.
Because, yeah, obviously there are different variables, but as a base rule.
Oh boy, your Celtic Guardian is in dire straits, my dude.
He'll be fine. See, as you see, he gets 500 points for that.
There's Jesse.
What? I guarded. See? Fine. Okay, he's dead.
Yeah. You should have killed the motherfucker. That way he couldn't have killed you.
Well, he guarded, so I didn't trust Karibo to kill him. I didn't trust Karibo.
You've lost the Guardian.
Oh, whatever. By the way, dead monsters don't get experience points.
Yeah, which kind of sucks because he's like the best one on that team.
He'll be replaced eventually.
Yeah, probably last out of all of them though. He takes pretty solid damage and he deals pretty good damage. And he gets
I will say he's the best unit guy we have so far. Alright, I'll let someone else murder. Matter of fact, just for experience points, I'll let
Skeleton Boy do it.
Shaiman, whatever. I'll let the person who hasn't killed yet get some kills.
I pronounced it like Goldmember would pronounce Seaman. His name is Sheeman.
Sheeman.
Have you seen my sheets? They're full of Sheeman. I watched the Austin Powers trilogy again recently. Oh my god.
I watched the first movie. Oh my god.
The second one's not nearly as good. The third
I know.
one
I
is
actually
fantastic.
stopped watching the second one because I got sick of Because I watched it like immediately after the first one. All
Oh,
the
like
repeat jokes really got me.
the female lead is good.
Ew.
That was what my issue was, because I'm like, I love Fat Bastard in that movie, man. He's great. Okay, anything like that, great. But like the female
Oh my
lead,
god, game! Decide whether you want to be full screen or widescreen.
it really doesn't know. I think it's because this game was actually built in widescreen really early.
Yeah.
The widescreen's sake, you know what I mean?
So it can't decide whether it wants to accept my monitor as widescreen or not.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can fiddle around with the Dolphin emulator settings to fix this. I mean, as long as you can still see what's going on.
Yeah, no, I can see what's going on. It's not giving me like headaches or anything.
I suppose real quick, while I'm here, I love some of the fields in this place. There's a weird amount of details. Like, look at the statue back here.
There's a solid amount of detail on these, yeah.
And I'll try to show off as many of the different fields as possible. Like I said, fighting out in the field isn't something I usually do. So there are some fields you straight miss throughout the game.
They have a lot of simulated motion blur in this game.
Oh yeah. Anyways, victory!
We did it. We have killed a motherfucker. His wife and child will become my wife and child. She will learn to suckle on the teeth of Yugi. A splendid first victory, Lord Yugi. Ugh. Our actions here stir the people in the land fight back against the Empire. The noble families in the area are offering us to assist us financially. We fucking better. If we continue to win like this, the resistance should grow nicely. And my dad will respect me. The Empire is confused right now, but it's only temporary. They'll soon send years to hunt us down. Fucking posers. Let's take this opportunity to secure our position and fight off the enemy. Now it's time for you to make an appearance, Lord Yugi. The people want to meet their savior. This is where they should have put more effort into the game. What about these interim scenes?
Also, the dragon joined us. He's like, babe, you kicked my ass. I'm joining you.
Yeah, I think that we need to give Fizdis one, and we need to give Sheeman one.
We don't gotta give Fizz this shit. No, I'm just like,
Right
I know. She gets
give her
one.
something. Yeah, no, because like we gotta power their asses up. Make sure they don't die, because Yugi's gonna get broken.
Oh yeah, Yugi's gonna be busted by the end of this.
Yeah, but like, if you don't keep them up, you may fuck yourself.
Yugi's resistance army decides to undertake its expedition before the Empire strikes back. Hey, I love that movie.
What does he do?
With Suga confused about what to do, the resistance plans to create a large agricultural village in the south. Agriculture on the small island? Alright.
I mean, Pan. They have a small island, but they have a small
but
island.
they're kind of restricted. This place has like a whole bigger island to work with.
I guess.
Joey.
What do you want?
Reading.
You want me to read?
Read.
More Dad's posts? Our success in freeing Makata area has strengthened the determination of the resistance. Their strike the stores of the Imperial forces. While morale is high, we can cut them off with their supplies. The southern part of the Empire is most farmland. The Empire works most of the farmers like slaves. If we can free this area, our supplies to students will be cut off and will gain a significant advantage. However, General Seatbuckle, one of the fiercest generals in the regular Imperial Army, appears to be in the area. Seatbuckle is a dangerous foe well known for his ferocity. I don't believe he has a large force with him, but we should still be careful not to make any mistakes. That reminds me, I believe we received some items in our last engagement. You can use those items back when you want to do them. Just remember that you can't change your mind once you set them on street of battle. I'm afraid of it. Think carefully about what I would give it with project. Masterclass in voice acting. No, I know.
Oh, heck yeah. So, I know I could set with my monsters, but I think we should end the episode here, Joey.
Let's go back.
Joey?
Why don't you save, like, after you reformat your team?
Oh, fine. I was gonna say end the episode, but fine. We'll format the team real quick.
Yeah, because, like, people might want to see how to do that.
Alright, fine. Who do we get rid of? Penguin Soldier? Penguin Soldier. Hold on, I think yeah, there we go. Search for your monsters is kinda hard. So anyways, you select from your monsters, they have specific abilities. You can see all the monsters in this game, how many we have.
There are also different ways to organize your monsters and shit like that.
But I pretty much just use this.
Yeah. Overfang, pretty solid monster, solid team.
We also got items, so I'm gonna give you some blue medicine.
Yeah, no, give a Yugi Monster Reborn.
Hey, Karibo, you're useless most of the time. You have a heal. You be the
And
healer.
toss blue medicine on and give him Black on Fire Dragon. Get rid of that fucking Shadow Spectre. It does nothing.
Yeah, Shadow Spectre is like the worst monster in the game. And that's not a joke. It sucks.
It's one of the worst units in the game.
I should point something out since we're reformatting things. You see that ball on the character? That colored ball? That's the character's affinity. Monsters with colors similar to your character get stat boost. And the stat boost depends on your on the martial stats. You see how Yugi has like battle points and stuff? That's how much of a stat boost he can give his monsters with similar affinities.
But like basically your affinity will change to your monsters, and your affinity will formulate to become the same over time and over battles.
Yeah, so if you just hang a monster on the same guy for a long period of time, it'll work.
You know, it's not like you're stuck using like, oh, only Yugi's monsters work with Yugi, right?
Well, as you can see, they have very drastically different colors here.
They're different, right? They're different than his, but they're going to become the same over time.
Yeah, so Yugi will slowly change to green, and these green guys will slowly change to purple. Ironically, Karibo's is probably the closest one to Yugi right now.
I think that the only thing I would have wished about this game would have been that the colored affinities, different colors, give you different bonuses.
That'd probably be a little too complicated. I wish they changed it a little quicker is my problem. This game isn't long enough to really use this system to the fullest.
We were talking about an HD remaster. Maybe they would make it longer then, but then they could add what I wanted because fucking Jesse, this game isn't complicated enough.
Oh, I should probably point out, everybody has the ability. Fistus here gives a discount on items we buy in shops. We'll get into that next episode, but yeah. So, I think, what were you saying, Joey? I interrupted you.
I was just saying this game isn't complicated enough. I feel. I think that there's a lot they could add to this to make it more diverse and interesting.
Well, that's what Ogre Battle is for. If you've ever played that one.
For example, when you overtake an area, town management.
Oh yeah.
That would have been nice.
If you've ever played the Ogre Battle games, that's pretty much what you get. Way more complicated version of this game.
Yeah, no, I think that this would have been this is a really good, like, bare bones skeleton of what could be.
I think that's fine because there's not too many games like this and having a more simpler.
Oh no, there aren't. I just think that, like, this is the ground floor of what they should do with this. They should do more.
Well, as I was saying, I think there should always be a game that's at the ground floor of this. And the other games similar to this are way more complicated. So I think this one being the simple one of this, I think is fine.
I don't think there are any games like this.
Well, I just said Ogre Battle.
like Ogre Battle's similar, sure, but like Yu-Gi-Oh's like Falsebound Kingdom whole moving around in real-time strategy.
Yep, that's an Ogre Battle.
System.
That's an Ogre Battle.
RPG system with Yu-Gi-Oh, because Ogre Battle is not Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's be real here, Jesse. I would like to see a little bit of Nobunaga's ambition shoved into here somehow.
Well, anyways, we should probably end this episode here.
Yeah.
I hope y'all enjoyed this. We'll probably be doing more of this. And, yeah. Anyways, bye.